Hello there, hill talkers. So turn the tunes off. I am in Kilsyth today. Susie's dropped me off because she's working just outside of Stirling. So thought I'd go for a wee walk. So this is, I believe it's Bannock Lock. Let me just double check. Banton Lock. Apologies. So I've been looking in the area for just some good places to try and hit. I originally aimed for Castle Hill, which is very start of the lock, expecting there to be a castle, no castle. Going in this wee nature walk, and then we're going to end up behind the woods up top of a hill, and hopefully we're going to hit a trig point today. I just need to figure out if I'm to go right or left here. 2 seconds. This way. Always double check. Right? I'm not using Google Maps, I'm using Komoot today. It's always a bit more reliable, but so far, lovely wee nature walk so far. Hasn't been too busy as well because I've only seen, there's a couple of kids fishing, and I think I've seen someone else, 2 other people walking. It is currently about 10:30 on a Thursday morning, so I don't expect this place to be heaving, but it is really nice. Nice wee sort of new midgie so far. I've probably jinxed that. But I've got my drone with me. It's a nice calm day, so hopefully at the top we can get some nice shots as well. This is the second attempt at a video this week because we had originally tried to do a video through in, where are we? Insert name here. But because I looked on the map and it had loads of castles and ruins and whatnot, so I thought, oh, we're going to be able to get a few videos out of that. Turned up at the first ruin, couldn't get in it, fully boarded up, and it was full of graffiti, so I was like, that's not exactly what I want to be showing. Then the second one, nice wee, that wee bit off in front of it is a wee island as well, which is quite cool. And then the second one turned up thinking, oh, it's a castle ruin. I've seen the pictures on in loving memory of Roy McFarlane, aged 58, son of William McFarlane, who fished the waters, loved and remembered always. That's nice. I like that. Wee memorial for some fishermen that have passed. It's class. So we the same sort of situation. Susie was working in the area, so she dropped me off, and I thought, right, I'll go and knock out some videos. Got up to the top of the hill thinking, oh, I can hit a trig point. The trig point was fenced off, which, you know, okay. And then try to hit a couple of the ruins. One of the ruins was full of graffiti, so I was like, this isn't really what I want for the channel to show off. It's not really showing our best side of Scotland. And then the last castle was literally right next to a guard post for a ferry port, and that was fenced off as well, and it said private land on it, and I'm like, this is nonsense, man. So that video will not be coming out. I have the footage, but I've tried editing it, but just not feeling it. So we're through Kilsyth today to try and do this instead, which I think is going to be a wee bit better for me because this is a lovely wee forest walk. So going by Komoot, it says it's about 40 minutes from the lock to the top, and I'm already off the trail by a good 20 minutes. Always follow your maps. Lovely bit of mud. Bit of boot seasoning. Right, so up here on the right there should be a path heading up the hill, which is where I want to be going. Aha, right, so here we are. So remember that part at the start where I was like, oh, I'll just check to see which way I'm meant to be going. What's here? So, shows you how good the scout leader I am, I can't even read a map. Right. Nice wee stream to the west. I get the feeling if it had been a heavy rain day, that stream might be a wee bit more treacherous than what it is today. So, the way days like this usually work out is Susie and I hardly ever have any 2 days off together. So whenever she's working somewhere, it means, because I don't have my licence yet, I usually have a look along the route of which way she's usually driving, because on Google Maps I have upwards of 200 saved places that I want to visit, hills, like waterfalls, ruins. So if there's anything that's within maybe an hour's walk and back, I'll maybe say to her, like, any chance you could drop us off here and I'll meet you back down the road, which is always kind of handy, so thank you, Susie. So if you're ever planning on doing anything like this, obviously just kind of do as much research on routes. Don't just go by Google Maps, right? Because I've done that a few times. You've maybe seen it in the past. I think always just kind of double check, make sure whatever path you're taking is actually accessible. Don't just go by the one source. Same with any sort of research, you don't just go by one source, you go by whatever you can find on the place. Do as much research before you head out as possible. And ask, but if you're ever on YouTube and you see one of my videos somewhere you might want to go visit, see if you leave a comment below, I'm more than happy to reach out and be like, here, I'll give you some advice on where to go, where to start off, what kit to take with you as well. I'm pretty sure any outdoorsy TikTok or YouTube would be the same if they are what they're trying to promote, which is in most cases getting outdoors, clearing your head, and in my case, go discovering a wee bit of Scotland. But yeah, hello ladies, some nice wee cows. Oh, some young'uns amongst you. I think I'm going to assume that's the dad in the middle there, that big beast. I'm not Steve Irwin. Like, you need Suze if you want to talk to animals. She's a full Attenborough Steve Irwin hybrid. Wee new bit of kit that I'm trying out today. So I got rid of the road mics and I think upgraded some DJI Mini 2 mics. They're actually not too bad, but this is like my first time properly getting out and using them. So I'm also going to upgrade one of the GoPros to an action cam, a DJI action cam, because I want to eventually get all just DJI kit so everything works together. Currently using a GoPro Hero 9, but it has seen better days. So it means whenever we're out with Susie, I might just have to give her this one and I'll use my Canon. We'll have enough in the bank to get myself a wee upgrade. Nice view already. That's a big ass barn. Pretty cool. So we're going by an aggregates quarry as well. So I would expect this road maybe has a wee bit of traffic on it. So if you are coming up here, just be very careful and be very mindful of anybody out and about. For a day like today, where the sun is out and you're getting absolutely cooked, remember 2 main essentials, right? So always make sure you've got water with you, and electrolytes. So I have a bottle of Kilsyth, and I also have a bottle of water. Counting that as well, electrolytes, water, and then make sure you've got sun cream with you, and make sure you're topping it up. Like, I have made the mistake in the past of putting sun cream on thinking it'll last me the entire day because it's factor 50, because I'm a wee Scottish milk bottle, and I tend to blend in with the white side of a cow, but you get home and then you're absolutely burnt and you don't realise it until it's too late. So yeah, sun cream, always make sure you're topping up on it, and make sure you keep yourself hydrated, especially on a day like this. Today it is meant to hit, I think, 24 degrees, and where I'm going I don't think there's any tree cover, so I've made sure I've brought everything. And always remember, just because it says the sun's going to be out all day, don't take that as gospel. So I have also got my waterproofs. I've got a waterproof jacket, and I also have a hoodie with me just in case I need it. I always like to be prepared. Before we head up the hill, which is that main road back there, I just wanted to come in here and have a look at this, because this bridge looks awesome. Oh, cool. That's quite a cool wee river there. Waterfall. I don't know how much of this you can hear over the sounds of that there, but hopefully you heard a wee bit of it. Yeah, I like visiting wee things like that. I've noticed on the way up through here, which I think is something that's quite cool, is that people have put plaques on some of the trees in remembrance for their loved ones that have passed. I quite like that. And none of them have been like nailed in, they've all been like either tied onto the tree or in some way. So this is the Kilsyth Lennox Estate. There's a wee QR code for you if you want to scan that, and you'll get some. That's from the Kilsyth Community Council. So very nice we get. Wee update on me. So this video will be coming out 2 weeks from when I'm recording it. So this is probably the weekend I am away, actually. So yeah, I am at this point still off work. I'm really struggling with my anxiety. Just putting it out there. I need to be honest with it. So yeah, I'm working on myself still. I'm trying to get out here as much as I can. I'm just doing my best right now. Wee day breaks like this, I know I come off as confident and whatever, but see, when it comes to actual getting my head round doing what I need to do, I am crippling myself with anxiety. I can talk here because I feel like this is part of my therapy. However, even when I'm around Susie in the car, Susie will mention it, I'm quiet. She hates it. I'm trying to work on it, but it's really affecting me. I need to get something. I need to work on I'm working on myself, I know that. Doing the therapy, doing this, getting outside, going camping, doing all the things everybody tells you to do. I'm not saying it's not working, it is, it's just not working as fast as I want it to do. And I'm a very impatient person when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's one of the main things I need to get my head around, is it's not going to be a quick fix. I need to take my time. A massive thank you though to everybody who's been reaching out, whether it's through work, you've gave me a phone, if you've even just messaged me something or left a comment, thank you for checking in. And also to the guys at the Scouts, thanks for putting up with all my crap for the last few months. We're starting, soon we'll be starting the training for the Hardy Webster team, but I've said to everybody that I'm going to be taking a step back and not quitting, because that's not my vocabulary, but I will be easing myself back a wee bit to kind of help with the mental strain of things. That's some lovely hills. And that wooden barn over there doesn't even ruin it, to be honest. That actually kind of looks really nice up here. Very natural. But so we're going to be starting Hardy Webster training soon. By this point I will have told the guys I'm not going to be at the Hardy Webster this year, because it's our third year in a row at it. Well, technically it's our fourth. But this is the third year we'll have the trophy and defending it, and I'm not going to be there because I'm going somewhere else that weekend. But oh, there's a prey up there. Can't really see it in this. It is very, very hot. This road is actually, it's not busy, but it's like a country road, so obviously people are racing through it because it's like a national speed limit. So just be careful. I tend to make sure I'm on the opposite side of like corners and whatnot, so people have more of a chance of seeing me. And I am, you know, bright feckin' blue. There's some thick thistles up here as well. That's how you know you're proper in Scottish countryside. There's hundreds of thistles on the road. Some really chunky boys as well. I think that's the waterfall just up ahead. Do we fly over it? Because we all kind of know what happened the last time I flew over a waterfall. In fact, no I'm not, because there is lambs in that field, which it's not lambing season at the moment, but I don't want to scare the youngins. Because I'm a responsible drone fly. So, the Berry Hill waterfall, I couldn't really get into it because there was a lot of lambs around, so I didn't want to go into stuff. So carrying on up to TomTain trig point. Don't know if I'm going to hit it time wise. I'm going to try my best. However, I'm going to gun it. It says on all trails that it's about an hour to 2 hours hike. However, I don't know if that means there and back, or if that just means to it. I'm pushing on. But I've been fueled, got a wee bit of water, there's some Lucozade, some jelly babies. So I'm going to push on, try and get up here as quick as we can and get back down. Hopefully the trip down's a bit quicker. Nice wee bench. So, looking at my time, I don't really think I'm going to hit this trig point, but it does mean it'll be one I'll be back to do. This will be my new Ben Lomond. But I've got to say, this is an absolutely cracking view. There's a lot of wildlife out as well, which is really nice. There's been like 5, 7 or 8 different cars like kind of going past and whatnot. Oh, somebody on a bike. I'm also wondering if this would be one to do on the bike. Like the first wee tiny part with the going through the woods might be a wee bit tricky, and then this bit is going to be diabolical, but I'm just thinking of the hill down. This would be fantastic on a bike. I'm going to come over to the right hand side, but I feel there's a car coming. Could be wrong. There might be one ahead of us. But there's some random cows. Nothing but green for miles. This is me jam. That sounds like a car coming. So I think up there is TomTain trig point. So I had to double check because the commute map was saying that I had passed it, and I was like, definitely haven't passed the trig point. So it takes you to the base of like, the finishing part. So, but I was that far past it that I was like, you know what, I'm not going to double back, I'm just going to keep on pushing up, because there is a route from the top of here that takes you to it. But now that I know how long it would take, this could even be one where I could maybe bring a hammock or something, do what I did last year at Castle Law, camp somewhere and then head straight up just to save my energy. Failing that, I could get Susie to drop me off early one morning and pick me up late one night. So it is doable. Right, so I've done some math and I've found that I have an hour and a half that I need to be back down where I meet Susie. Hour and a half at the earliest. So I still have and it's about an hour to get there from here. So I maybe keep walking for another 20 minutes, a half an hour max, because downhill will give me a wee bit of a hand with gravity. This wee car park. Right guys, so this is Kilsyth viewpoint. It's a nice wee car park. It's got enough for, I'd say about 10 cars most. You get a lovely view of all the way across the county. I've sent Susie a wee message. I'm going to see if she can pick me up here, which means I might have enough time to actually hit TomTain trig point with Mini Mike, who I've got with us. So I'm going to try just quickly pack up, push on, and hopefully we will hit the trig point before Susie gets here. Let's go. Right, so it says 2.5 miles to Kilsyth via TomTain, which is along this path here. So let's try and see if we can do it. This is going to hurt. Oh, God, the things I do for a good shot. But bogey. Hold on. Right. So there's a really boggy bit back there, but the map says this wee route should take us round. I'm a bit puffed out because I'm trying to speed hike this. I'll say this though, I feel amazing right now. Like, I know I'm being pure hypocritical, but because I'm recording this and whatnot, but this is gorgeous. I feel like I'm just getting, by looks I think I'm just getting higher and higher, both mood-wise and geographically, but I'm starting to feel quite good. So following the map, I think it is mostly you follow this fence. There's a nice old wall, stone wall on the other side of it as well. But it looks like the path falls all the way up to TomTain. It's difficulty wise, I would say out of 10, I'd say maybe a 5. Like, I think on a good day it's probably really dry. Today is a really good day, but there are, and even in the shadowy parts, the mud's still quite damp, so I would just be careful. However, I would say you need a good wee bit of fitness to do this one, purely because it's not paved at all. It is just natural walkway that's been hardened down by hikers, so it's not really a maintained track. It's just more of a known walk. I'm doing quite good for time as far as I can see. Views are getting better and better the higher we get up as well, which is fantastic. I keep having to look down to make sure that mic's there because it is clipped on. However, it's clipped on but magnetic as well, so I'll keep checking to make sure it's still. The magnet is quite strong, so yeah, a wee review for the DJI Mic 2s. So far really good. Let's see if it holds out. But yeah, almost into the forest. This is where it always tends to get marshy regardless of the weather, because trees like to block the heat and the sunlight. So I get the feeling we'll be getting a lot more muddy boots, but that's part of the game. So that's quite a marshy bit there, which I'll need to keep an eye on for when coming back. Oh, yeah, so boots have been christened. Sorry, laces have been christened. These boots are well worn in. So it's a bit gloomy up there, but glorious down there. So that down there is the quarry. So we've come some good distance. I'm thinking, I think we got dropped off all the way over there. I hiked all the way up, round there, past the quarry, and then all the way up and up to here. So we have done at least, I want to say at least 4.5 miles. So see how far we can get. I have sent Susie the pin for the car park. She hasn't got back to me yet because I get the feeling she's still working, but hopefully that's a good pick-up point for her, which should give us enough time to hit the trig point up here and head home. Oh. view. Oh, right, so I think this is us. That's the cairn, the trig point, you should say. That's the cairn. Oh, that's my stone. I'm on top. Right, so what a view. Hope you can hear me. It's going to get loud. There's no barbed wire, so I'm going to bump over, get a picture next to it, get mini mic on tap. Lovely view at the top of here. Highly recommend you've got the ability to come for a walk up here because it is absolutely beautiful, especially on a day like this. You can spot a couple of the locks nearby as well. That's a lock where we started. I'm not sure what that one is over there. But aye, so Susie is somewhere off in that direction. So we'll get some photos. We'll head back down to the car park and wait for her.
She moves like a map with no borders, a whisper caught in the wind. I see her boots at the corner cafe with a notebook and a grin. She's chasing skies I've never named while I stay in my lane. But something in the way she moves keeps pulling at my chain. Oh, traveler, you carry the sun in your stride, leaving behind what I hold inside. If I don't ask your name today, I may never get the chance to walk beside your wandering dance. She hums a tune I've never heard in languages I can't speak. She writes down cities on her wrist and dreams she'll never keep. I sip my coffee, miss my cue, still anchored by my fear. But time rolls on like open roads, and soon she won't be here. Oh, traveler, you carry the sun in your stride, leaving behind what I hold inside. If I don't ask your name today, I may never get the chance to walk beside your wandering dance. Maybe next year in Madrid, or on some quiet mountain ridge, I'll see you turn and I'll be brave. But what if courage comes too late? Oh, traveler, the world is your own.